Fyodor Dostoevsky, one of Russia's greatest writers, is inseparably tied to the city of St. Petersburg. Known as the cultural and intellectual capital of Imperial Russia, St. Petersburg was a city of contradictions. Its glittering palaces and wide boulevards contrasted with overcrowded slums and squalid alleyways. These stark contrasts became central to Dostoevsky's literary explorations of morality, faith, and human suffering. For Dostoevsky, St. Petersburg was more than a setting. It was a dynamic character, its physical and social environment shaping the lives of his characters and the narratives they inhabited. In this episode, we uncover how the city influenced Dostoevsky's life and creative journey. In turn, we'll see how his works immortalize St. Petersburg, capturing its essence and cementing its place in global literary history. Founded in 1703 by Peter the Great, St. Petersburg was envisioned as a modern, European-facing city, Russia's window to the West. Its grandeur reflected imperial ambitions, with sprawling boulevards, majestic cathedrals, and grand palaces. However, beneath this opulent exterior lay a city of profound social disparity. By the 19th century, St. Petersburg had become a hub of cultural, political, and intellectual life. It was home to the imperial court, thriving salons, and universities that drew thinkers and writers from across the empire. Yet, industrialization had also created sprawling slums and exacerbated wealth gaps. The same canals that lent the city its beauty bordered tenements where families struggled to survive. This juxtaposition of splendor and suffering resonated deeply with Dostoevsky. He saw in St. Petersburg a microcosm of Russian society, where the grandeur of modernity clashed with the realities of poverty and alienation. The city's labyrinthine alleys and fog-shrouded canals became the perfect backdrop for his explorations of moral ambiguity and human frailty. St. Petersburg's duality, a city of opportunity and oppression, provided fertile ground for Dostoevsky's literary imagination. Dostoevsky first arrived in St. Petersburg in 1837 to attend the Nikolaev Military Engineering Institute. The city, with its grandeur and complexity, made a lasting impression on the young student. While his studies focused on engineering, Dostoevsky's passion for literature and philosophy quickly took precedence. He began frequenting literary salons and intellectual gatherings, immersing himself in the city's vibrant cultural life. It was during these years that Dostoevsky began observing the stark inequalities of St. Petersburg. The same streets that housed the elite also concealed the city's destitute. Inspired by these contrasts, Dostoevsky penned his first novel, Poor Folk, in 1846. This story of an impoverished clerk navigating the challenges of urban life won him critical acclaim and solidified his place among Russia's emerging literary voices. Dostoevsky's early encounters with St. Petersburg laid the foundation for many of the themes that would define his career. The city's harsh winters, bustling markets, and shadowy alleyways became etched in his psyche, shaping his understanding of human suffering and resilience. These early years marked the beginning of a lifelong interplay between Dostoevsky's creative genius and the city that both inspired and challenged him. In 1849, Dostoevsky's involvement with the Petrashevsky Circle, a group of intellectuals advocating for social reform, led to his arrest by the Tsarist regime. Accused of subversive activity, Dostoevsky was sentenced to death. At the last moment, his sentence was commuted to penal servitude in Siberia, an experience that would profoundly reshape his worldview. The mock execution and subsequent exile were defining moments in Dostoevsky's life. During his 4 years in a Siberian labor camp, he endured brutal conditions, witnessing the depths of human suffering and the resilience of the human spirit. These experiences solidified his interest in exploring themes of morality, redemption, and the transformative power of suffering. Upon his release in 1854, Dostoevsky spent several years in Semipalatinsk before returning to St. Petersburg in 1859. The city he returned to had changed, and so had he. No longer the idealistic young writer, Dostoevsky was now a man deeply attuned to the complexities of human nature and the societal forces that shaped it. His time in Siberia not only deepened his faith, but also sharpened his critique of social and political systems. St. Petersburg became the perfect stage for Dostoevsky's renewed literary pursuits. Its contrasts and contradictions mirrored the themes he sought to explore, allowing him to delve into questions of justice, faith, and human frailty with unmatched intensity. St. Petersburg is more than a setting in Dostoevsky's novels. It is a living character that shapes the narratives and struggles of his protagonists. In Crime and Punishment, the city's oppressive atmosphere, its narrow alleys, overcrowded apartments, and ominous canals, mirrors the psychological torment of Raskolnikov, a young man grappling with guilt and morality. The Neva River, flowing through the city, becomes a symbol of cleansing and redemption, as well as the inescapable weight of one's actions. In The Idiot, Nevsky Prospect and the salons of St. Petersburg represent the veneer of civility masking deep societal flaws. Prince Myshkin, the novel's morally pure yet tragically naive protagonist, navigates this urban landscape, embodying the clash between ideals and reality. Dostoevsky's Demons explores the destructive potential of radical ideologies. The city's shadows and stark contrasts underscore the chaos wrought by ideological extremism. Similarly, the brothers Karamazov, while set in a provincial town, draws heavily on Dostoevsky's observations of urban life in St. Petersburg, particularly its moral and existential dilemmas. Each of these works highlights the interplay between St. Petersburg and its inhabitants. The city's physical spaces, its bustling markets, decaying tenements, and grand boulevards become metaphors for the spiritual and ethical struggles central to Dostoevsky's vision. Through his novels, St. Petersburg emerges as a microcosm of Russia's complexities, reflecting both its aspirations and its failings. As we delve deeper into Dostoevsky's St. Petersburg, you bring these stories to life. Keep liking and sharing to help me continue this journey. Don't forget to subscribe and share your insights in the comments as we continue to explore the world together. Returning to St. Petersburg after his Siberian exile, Dostoevsky was both a changed man and an acute observer of the city's transformations. Industrialization had brought new opportunities, but also exacerbated inequalities. As factories rose along the Neva, so did the divide between the city's elite and its working poor. During this period, Dostoevsky wrote some of his most celebrated works, engaging deeply with the intellectual and social debates of the time. His prominence in St. Petersburg's literary circles allowed him to critique societal structures while championing themes of faith and moral responsibility. St. Petersburg's evolution mirrored Dostoevsky's own journey. The city's contrasts, modernity and tradition, ambition and despair, provided a backdrop for his explorations of human nature. Dostoevsky's later works serve as a testament to the enduring interplay between the writer and the city that shaped him. Dostoevsky's portrayal of St. Petersburg immortalized the city as a symbol of human struggle and resilience. Today, landmarks such as Nevsky Prospect and the Dostoevsky Museum allow visitors to step into the world he described. These locations, along with the city's canals, bridges, and bustling streets, remain much as they were during his lifetime, providing a tangible connection to his stories. The themes Dostoevsky explored, inequality, morality, and faith, continue to resonate deeply in contemporary society. St. Petersburg's duality, encapsulating both its beauty and its flaws, mirrors the questions Dostoevsky posed about the human condition. His works compel readers to grapple with moral dilemmas and existential questions that transcend their historical context, offering insights that remain relevant today. Through Dostoevsky, St. Petersburg becomes more than just a geographic location. It evolves into a reflection of humanity's enduring struggles. His ability to weave the city's physical and social environment into his narratives ensures that St. Petersburg stands as both a cautionary tale and a testament to resilience. The complex interplay of aspiration and adversity he captured has left an indelible mark on global literature and culture. Today, Dostoevsky's legacy in St. Petersburg is evident not only in its cultural landmarks, but also in its identity as a city that fosters deep introspection and intellectual pursuit. His influence extends far beyond the written word, cementing St. Petersburg's place as a timeless emblem of human complexity and endurance. Fyodor Dostoevsky and St. Petersburg are entwined in a partnership that shaped Russian literature and culture. The city's grandeur and despair provided the perfect backdrop for Dostoevsky's explorations of morality, human suffering, and redemption. In return, his works immortalize St. Petersburg, painting it as a living character of contrasts and complexities. Today, the lessons from Dostoevsky's stories remain as profound as ever, urging readers to reflect on their own lives and societies. St. Petersburg, shaped by Dostoevsky's pen, continues to inspire generations of thinkers, writers, and visitors. As we walk the streets Dostoevsky once traversed, we see not only the echoes of his time, but also the enduring relevance of his insights. Great cities and great writers, bound together, tell stories that last forever. For more captivating adventures and explorations of incredible places around the world, click on the video on screen now. Your next journey awaits. Happy travels.